What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead, Dead City, Season 1, Episode 4, and what was Maggie going to say to Negan? Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, that's for sure. But I guess we'll have to find out probably, I'm guessing in the finale, Season 1, Episode 6, is what Maggie will tell Negan. It just makes sense that it's connected with Ginny. I mean, the logical thing is that she was going to tell him about the matches, burning of the dinosaur stuffed animal, that Ginny was here. She didn't see Ginny. Just explain the situation. Because at the end of 103, she put the dinosaur stuffed animal in a barrel and was going to burn it. But we never saw that happen. So Ginny saw, what Maggie did, and she followed them to Madison Square Garden, and now Maggie and Ginny and Tommaso and Amaya are together at the end of 104, going into 105. But Negan has no idea what was going on. Negan actually asks Maggie about his matches. Maggie lies earlier in the episode. So Maggie is definitely lying to Negan about the matches, but what else is she lying to Negan about? Hopefully it comes out in 105 and 106. There's only 6 episodes, so we got 2 more. But Maggie looks down at the matches, Negan's matches, and she was going to come clean. The big question is, what was she going to actually tell Negan is the question. Was she going to say that she's been lying to him the entire time? Was she going to say about Ginny that she found the stuffed animal and just explain stuff? That's the most logical answer. But what if she was going to say more, like come clean with all these different things? We'll never know because she never said it, because they did the classic, like, I have to tell you something. Oh wait, I can't tell you just yet. I'll tell you later though, because she looked at Negan's bag. Negan hid this pretty poorly, by the way. It's the beeswax that was Luther's, so Maggie knows that Negan did something to Luther. She probably knows that Negan killed him. Negan hid the body, but it's a big deal. Like, oh my goodness, what could you do? Why did you do that? She doesn't know the fact that Negan had to do that to protect himself, and it was basically by accident how Luther died, but she doesn't know any of that. Negan was going to say, I can explain, but Maggie didn't want to hear it, and it's the classic thing in movies and shows where they have information, but they don't share it. That's pretty frustrating. And then Negan's going to say something, and Maggie's like, we don't have time for this. And she just walks away. Like, great. Okay, so let's prolong this whole thing. But the question is, did she burn the dinosaur stuffed animal? I don't think so, because we didn't see it happen. They want us to think that's what happened. And I think she's going to give the dinosaur stuffed animal to Ginny at the very end of the season, because all 3 characters are probably going to survive, I would assume. But we have a question. Is Maggie lying to Negan about Herschel, about what the Croat wants for Negan, a trade, something like that? But it didn't make sense because the Croat was happy to see Negan. Before, we thought that the Croat wanted to kill Negan. I'll trade you Negan for Herschel was the theory, that Maggie was lying about the grain in the silo. And, there's a whole big theory about that if you want to check out that video for more. But the Croat was excited to see Negan, so that theory doesn't really make much sense, because when they were talking, he was like, Negan, my brother. Like, you don't say that if you're not happy to see somebody. He also says that that's going to require a conversation. Let's come up here and talk. That it's more complicated than just trading Herschel for something or giving Herschel back. And I have to say, for the big plot of Herschel, we've only seen him in 2 episodes. And when we saw him, one was a flashback, and here it was for like 2 seconds. And the character needs much improvement if it's going to make sense for him to continue the story in the Walking Dead universe. He needs to change a little bit, in my opinion. But what was Maggie going to say? Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below, as I want to know what you think Maggie was going to say. I mean, again, it makes much more sense for Maggie just to come clean about the dinosaur stuffed animal. She was going to burn it. That Ginny had to be there in New York. She doesn't see Ginny. She didn't see Ginny at that time because she didn't. But we'll have to wait to find out, as they do in shows and movies. Like, share, subscribe, support the PT channel in any way, shape, or form. There's multiple ways to do that. But either way, guys, we truly appreciate all love and support. I truly mean that. And I say it at the end of a lot of my videos, and I truly mean that. It means the world to me. I don't take any of this for granted, because we really appreciate all the love and support. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love